What is up, Liverpool fans? Let's do this. Last match of the season, team news reaction show. As always, I am your host, Steve. We are Yanks of the Cop. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't yet. Massive, massive day today. 3 points gets us top 4, gets us Champions League, something that was thought of to be impossible a few weeks ago is now fully in our destiny, fully in our control. It's going to be an unbelievable day. Home crowd, first time in a long time. Our mate Chris Welch is going to be there. This is going to be an absolutely stellar day. Got to stay behind the Reds. Job's not done. Team news reactions. Love you guys. Eric's already in here. Liverpool forever. You never dang walk alone. Champions League football. IIA. Yes. Get that Champions League football today. Hendo on the bench. Awesome to see that. So stoked. And Jota on the bench. Cannot be more happy about that. Eric is so hyped. I feel like I did a line. Yeah. I feel it too, man. I feel it in my heart right now. Haven't even had a coffee yet, and I'm buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. It's going to be a big day for us. Big day for Reds everywhere. Got to finish the job. And Dicko, welcome back, man. Appreciate you. Straight into these Redmen. Absolutely. Alan, what's going on? Welcome back. Appreciate you. Whew. Yeah, I woke up this morning in the darkness of my room, and it is going to be an absolute day today. An absolute day. I hope the boys finish the job in front of the home crowd. We're performers. They're going to put on a show today. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I can't wait to watch the game. I hope we can get the job done. Hendo on the bench. Awesome stuff. So we're going to get to the bench in just a second. I want to start with the Crystal Palace lineup against us. They're going to be playing more of a 4-5-1-ish formation here. So looking at their back, they got Gratia and net. Mitchell, Tompkins, Cahill, and Ward are their back four. Midfield three is going to be Kouyaté, McCarthy, and Ritterwald. Out in the wings, they have Zaha on the left, Andres Townsend on the right, and then Jordan Ayew up top. For Liverpool, our boys in red, got the usual back four, Allison and net, Robertson on the left, Reece Williams and Phillips as center backs, Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back as always. Pretty predicted midfield three, Fabinho, Thiago, Gini Wijnaldum, possibly his last match with the Reds. And in the midfield three, and right up top, the usual front three, Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino. It's going to be a hell of a day. Genie 20, Reds, you lot better be ready for this. Yeah, I hope everybody's up for it. Hope you all get a couple pence in you. Get ready to go. Seamus here, no Benteke. It's a plus for us. Yeah, that was the first thing I noticed. Was no Benteke for Crystal Palace. I thought for sure I think he scored at least 3 goals in his last 5 matches. I thought for sure we'd be seeing him in the lineup today. Roy Hodgson's last match. Hey, now he can be their super sub, I guess. But yeah, I mean, just looking at the starting lineups before we get to the bench, I mean, a couple areas, Jordan Ayew, he can be a little bit pacey at times. How do Reece Williams and Phillips deal with that? And also Zaha, obviously Zaha, he's their main guy. No Eze. Eze's out injured for this match, which is a huge blow for them and definitely a huge advantage for us. But I think that's really going to be the key matchup is Jordan Ayew and Zaha going up against Trent and Phillips and Reece Williams. That's a lot of pace. Can they hold that? But honestly, I think when you think about our recent matches, the last maybe month or two of the season, defense hasn't been the issue. It's been only us not being clinical with our chances. So I think that for me is even bigger. Like I'm not too worried about Zaha. I think Trent has done a phenomenal job this year defensively. I think he's made some significant strides defensively this year. He really hasn't lost too many battles. All the talks that we have about him not doing great this season have been going forward and his offensive output. So I have no issues there. And Nat Phillips and Reece Williams have done a stellar job. Sure, they make a mistake or two, maybe every game. Maybe Reece Williams may make a mistake every game. But outside of that, if we can just limit those mistakes And when they do make a mistake, if somebody can lift them up and help turn that mistake around, that's not going to happen too much in the game. So as long as they block that one or two that happen, we'll be good to go. Salim here, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. Anfield's going to be rocking today. Yeah, I think it's about 10,000 fans. 10,000 fans are going to be in the stands for this, and I guarantee you it's going to seem like it's full capacity. We talk all the time about how we think Liverpool are probably one of the clubs that have been impacted by this the most, by no fans in the stands the most. So I think that could be absolutely massive for us. They're going to be loud. Our boy Chris Welch is usually in here. He is going to be there. It's going to be a rocking house. If you haven't yet, hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to be going all day today. We have the live watch along and post-match reactions after that. So we definitely appreciate it. But yeah, Benteke injured or on the bench. He's actually, I think he must be out injured because he is not on the bench. When you look at the Crystal Palace bench, they have Mateta, Schlupp, Rax, Sacco, Van Aanholt, Martin Kelly, old-faced Martin Kelly, Jack Butland, and then old friend as well, Nathaniel Klein. So that's huge news for us as well, is that they don't have that super sub off the bench. They don't have anyone that can really change the game off the bench for them. So, if we can just get the lead, make them chase us, I think that'll be huge. Taking a peek at the Liverpool bench, we have Nico Williams, Xherdan Shaqiri, the Ox, James Milner, Curtis Jones, Jordan Henderson. Beautiful to see him. Samikas made it out of the basement. Adrian, possibly his last match with Liverpool, and then Diogo Jota as well. So really surprised to see Henderson and Jota, in the squad coming back from injury. I don't think Henderson will feature in the match. I think it's more of just having him there for some leadership and just he's the captain. He deserves to be there. And James Milner, sitting there on the bench with him. So I think that means Gini Wijnaldum, I think, is going to be our captain, is what I'm assuming here. He'll be wearing the captain band today. If someone can confirm that, let me know. That'd be huge. I'd love that. Phillips will have his pocket full of pals attackers after the final whistle. Damn right, Seamus. You damn right. No, even for a guy like Nat Williams, there's no guarantee that he's going to be here next season. I hope he is. He would save us a ton of money, but I think he's one of those guys who's earned the right to do whatever he wants. If he wants to get first-team football and be a normal starter, then we should grant him that opportunity and find a team that would be a good suitor for him. That being said, I will say, man, I really hope that he stays. I would love to see him be our number 5 option, be a guy who plays in the cup games and, maybe gets a run in when we're going up against a team that's very good in the air or something like that. Seamus, I'll be watching the game on my phone, so I won't be on for the watch along. No problem, mate. No problem. You can, if you want to catch out the post match after, we appreciate that. Genie is going to be captain, so no surprise there. His last match, we'll see how he plays today. Genie 20, the bus reception was emotional for me. Yeah, I actually just saw some clips of the bus reception. Man, oh man, that is literally sends tingles down your spine watching that stuff. So very, very emotional. I think the crowd's going to be emotional. I think it's going to be a big day today. I just hope we deliver. I think we will. We're performers. We always play better with fans in the stands. And I think we'll see that today. Guys like Firmino, I think even Mane, I think those two could have much better days than typical because playing in front of the home crowd. You think back to that Tottenham match at the start of the season. Wow. I mean, Firmino played probably his best game of the season, that game, in front of, 2,000 fans. So imagine having 10,000 in the stands, how much better he can play. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Genie was there. Genie was at the bus reception. That's awesome. Really, really jealous of you. Next year, I'll be out there for sure. My brother and I are going to make it out to Anfield, and we'd love to see all of you. Just come say hello, and we'll let you know when we get out there. But Genie 20, I'm getting pumped now. 30 minutes till kickoff. Yeah, 30 minutes away. Got to get the job done. You think about 3-0 over Burnley, beating Manchester United, Allison's heroics. None of that means anything unless we don't do the job today. We got to go out and get the 3 points. We got to go out and get the victory. And I think the first half is going to be really key here. They're going to sit in. They're playing that 4-5-1. It's going to be interesting for them because this is Roy Hodgson's last match. So is he going to come in and just try to stifle Liverpool? And knowing that if they draw us, that's going to be enough to potentially push us out of Europe. I don't think they're going to play that way. I know they're playing a 4-5-1, and I think at times they're going to have 10 men, nine men behind the ball. But I think they're going to try and go out and get a win. This is his last match as a manager, so I would like to think that the players are going to go out and try to get a goal or two and go take the game. And I think that could just be a really good thing for us. It's going to open up a lot of the play. I think Thiago and Wijnaldum are going to be very key players today. There's going to be moments where it's going to be kind of going up against a low block. So we're really going to have to make sure that we deliver. I think Thiago has been coming into his own lately, especially playing with Fabinho. He's been, the maestro that we thought he was going to be. So can they get through the McCarthy and Kouyaté? Can they get through those guys? Can they break down, the back four? Because that back four at Crystal Palace are just going to be living in their box, probably not going to be getting forward too much. So can we find those opportunities? And that's when it comes back again to can we be clinical? It took us, as good as it was, to beat Burnley 3-0. It took us 6-7 quality chances to get a goal. That's the biggest thing. You got to think that Mo, he's tied with Harry Kane on goals. He's going to want to go out and get a few goals, try to get that golden boot. Firmino again playing in front of the home fans, and Mane, those three guys, when they get an opportunity, Mane can't miss the net anymore from inside the penalty spot like he did against Burnley. We need to take these opportunities because, again, Crystal Palace is a solid team defensively. So we need to go out and finish the job. We need to go out and when we do everything right, when we have the good movement, finish the goddamn ball, get that ball in the net. And that's what's been driving me crazy lately. Today is our cup final reward, Champions League football next season. Damn right. I hope Palace attack us because that would suit us 100%. And that's the thing, right? And I think it's just going to be interesting to see what they do, again, because it's Hodgson's last match. Because usually you would think that they're going to sit back, but it's the last game of the season. They're not getting relegated. They're not really playing for anything. So you would think that they're going to come out and just try and get a win, because if they lose, it's not a big deal. Nothing's going to change for them if they lose, other than Hodgson's not going to be there. So I would like to think they're going to try and come out. But then again, Hodgson could just say, fuck Liverpool. Let's play a low block and try to fuck up our season. That could be the motivation for them, is just trying to fuck up our season. So I think the first 20 minutes will dictate a lot of what Crystal Palace intentions are. And I think that's the other key thing as well is, against Burnley, against West Brom, it took us a long time to find the lanes and start creating those opportunities. So I just think we cannot get frustrated. We cannot get frustrated when it comes to creating our chances. We got to take our time. We got to feel it out. Those first 20 minutes, feel it out. And then once we see those lanes, then attack hard. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. That's kind of how we've been playing recently. Jeannie, we're Sophie and the lads. So we're almost taking some time off, but Sophie and Andrew will be on to the live watch along in 20 minutes time. We typically only have one person do the team news reaction. So, that I know we did it differently last game because we had John Gibbons for the Anfield Wrap, but usually it's just me for the team news. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. No, for sure, I appreciate it. And if you guys haven't yet, hit that like and subscribe button. Definitely tune in for the live watch along, Seamus. I know you won't be able to, but everyone else would definitely would love to see you. And then kind of getting back here to the lineups here. So I think we could potentially see a Diogo Jota coming off the bench if we need a goal. I think James Milner will see some time today, regardless. I think, especially if we're in a winning position, he'll come on to help see a game out. And Ox, I think Ox could be a guy that we see again, just because he did score last match. He looked pretty good, even outside of just the goal. So I think we could definitely see some more of him. But Now, trying to look at some of the other key matchups here, I think Robertson and maybe not so much Trent, but I think Robertson's going to have his opportunities to get forward today, going up against Andres Townsend. He's an all-around one of the better all-around guys in the league. I really like his game, but I think Robertson's going to have a lot of opportunities to get forward, get all the way to that opposing end line, and help create some opportunities for us to score. I think Fabinho, if he can just help out Trent and Phillips with Zaha, maybe play a little bit more on that side, that'd be really, really beneficial for us. Because now, really, when you're looking at their team, it's really just Zaha and maybe Ayu's pace that might concern you. And other than that, we should have enough quality everywhere else on the pitch to slow down any sort of attacking from Crystal Palace. So I do expect to see a lot of counterattacking from them. Picking their spots to get forward, but I do think that they're going to try and get forward at times because, again, there's nothing holding them back. If they lose, nothing happens. But yeah, I think, again, we talked about it earlier, but big game for Firmino and Mane. I really hope that we see a different Mane today in front of the home fans, and I think that would also put a lot of Liverpool fans, kind of hearts at ease with him because he has been struggling lately. But I do think that again, I think he plays better with a home crowd when they hear the songs being sung. Hearing the Mane song, hearing the Firmino song, Mo Salah, Gini Wijnaldum, all these guys. I think it's just going to raise us up a little bit. There's been times when we've played like shit, but the home crowd has really helped, almost push the ball into the net themselves. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to turning on my telly and just seeing You'll Never Walk Alone being sung right away. It's just going to send a chill down your spine. Get into a couple of things in the chat here. Alan Holloway, so need to watch a good win now in a shit mood because of Formula One race. Yeah, that Formula One race was, really annoying. That's a conversation for another time. But especially a track like Monaco, you always expect an awesome race, and it just wasn't that today. It was really, really annoying. Did you see the tweet with Klopp lookalike in front of the team bus? Yeah, the Klopp lookalike. He always seems to appear in some of the biggest moments. So props to him, always being there. Naby must be cooking. Yep, because again, he didn't make the team. Ridiculous. Genie 20. We need to score a couple because Leicester going to get at least 4. It might be more. Spurs aren't good. I don't know, man. Like, this could be Harry Kane's last game for them. They've had a really shit season, that's for sure, but don't rule them out. And, Leicester bottled it last year. And if they don't, like you said, if they don't go out and try to attack today, like that could be a very huge benefit for us as well. Like knowing that Leicester might have to go out and get 3, 4, 5 goals because if we win, that's what they have to do. They might have to play more open than they typically do, and that could allow Tottenham to step back and then just counterattack. And they are incredibly good on the counterattack with Son and Harry Kane and those guys. So this is what's fun about the last game of the season. We all play at the same time. Who knows? Maybe Villa knocks off Chelsea because that game's at Villa. That's not going to be a cakewalk for them. It's going to be crazy, man. When all the games are played at the same time, there's going to be drama. There's going to be drama somewhere today. This is where it's going to come, what time it's going to be at. I don't know, but we're all going to be freaking out. The live watch along is going to get absolutely nuts. I can guarantee you right now. And Alan, yeah, if you don't mind just dropping this, the link to the tweet in the chat. Everyone would like to see that. I know Genie would be all about that. Seamus thinks it's going to be a Leicester and Spurs are going to draw. I would love to get everyone's feedback on what your prediction is for this match, the Chelsea match, and the Leicester match. I'm really curious because I think there's going to be a lot of different things. I mean, we could potentially finish third place today, which is just utter nonsense if somehow we pull that out. So I'd love to hear what you all think is going to happen. But I want to get back to this point from Eric. Naby again not in the lineup. I wonder if this spells the end for him. I do think that either he or Ox will be gone next season. I think if we can get a decent offer for him, maybe 35, something like that. Team comes in with an offer like that from Naby, I think you have to take it. He's just proven that he can't stay healthy. He doesn't have the body for the Premier League. Even though he is an incredibly talented player. Like I will never doubt his ability when he's on the pitch. I'll always just I'll always doubt his ability to get on the pitch. That's my problem with Naby Keita. It's really sad because we all had such high aspirations for him, and we really haven't seen it. Yeah, but he's right. We just need to win. As long as we win, do our job, we're going to be perfectly fine. So I missed the pre-match show, so I'm going to go ahead and put in my prediction. I think it's going to be 3-1 Liverpool. Salah is going to get a brace, and Bobby Firmino is going to close out and get another one as well. I think that would put him up at 10 goals. So 5-0 Genie. He says Salah, 3, Mane, and Genie. I would love to see that. Eric, do you think Matt Minamino will get more chances next season? He shows great skill and still young. Yeah, so I think I kind of put him. I think he has the skill to play in the Premier League. And again, I just don't know if he has the body. I don't know if he's strong enough to be in the Premier League. But I do think that he's going to have an opportunity. I think he's still in Klopp's plans. I think it's going to be really interesting with him, because I also think that when we're fully healthy next season, I expect us to play more of a 4-2-3-1, and I could be wrong. I was expecting that when we signed Thiago, but Thiago having a full off season, Jota having a full off season, us getting back to where we need to be. I think when you look at the players on our team, especially on the squad side of things, we fit much better in a 4-2-3-1. I think Ox would be much more comfortable in a 4-2-3-1. Naby would be more comfortable in the 4-2-3-1. Minamino, Shaqiri, all of those guys. So if we don't see a lot of people leaving the club, like all those fringe players, the Shaqiri, the Ox, those guys, I think we do see more of a 4-2-3-1. And I do think that Minamino could thrive in that role. I think in that number 10 role in the 4-2-3-1, he would do a really, really good job. So I think he still has a future, but I think the offseason will definitely dictate that. We'll have to see. It's going to be a very, very competitive off season for the entire team and all those fringe players trying to get there. Leicester 4-0 Chelsea. Chelsea's playing Villa at Villa. I would put link in, but don't use a MacBook mousepad. Don't know how to copy and paste it. Oh, yeah. So mousepad. Yeah, you got to double click, 2-finger click with the MacBook. Yeah, Louis tweeted it, though, so it should be easy to find. That's good. So, yeah, I mean, final thoughts here. I think our starting 11 is definitely good enough to go out and get a result. We just can't get frustrated. You know, again, Thiago and Genie really need to be the creators. Firmino needs to have that great link-up play, and then, again, just be clinical. Be clinical. Defensively, just don't make mistakes. You know, keep them in front of you. If we limit our mistakes, they're not going to get a ton of opportunities, and we should be able to shut them down. So we're 15 minutes out. We're going to wrap up here, and then we'll be back in 15 minutes for the live watch-along. I think Firmino would best fit in the 10 at his age, too. I completely agree. I think that 4-2-3-1 would be great for Bobby, and then you can play all 4 of those guys. So, we appreciate you all. If you haven't yet, hit the like and subscribe button. We're going to be back 15 minutes for the live watch-along. Massive, massive day. Let's stay behind the lads. Job's not done yet. 90 more minutes, and hopefully we'll all be celebrating afterwards Champions League berth and a great, great start heading into the offseason. So like and subscribe. We love you all. Be back soon. Like Shayna says, enjoy the game, and hopefully we'll get the win. Come on, you Reds. Up to Reds, Allen. Let's go. We'll see you all soon. And watch along today, Steven, Andrew, Sophie. We'll all be there. So we'll see you all soon. In a bit. You guys never walk alone. 15 minutes. Take care, everybody.